Evelyn Carter was a puzzle solver. At 16, her mind craved knowledge like a thirsty traveler in the desert. She devoured books, her mind a sponge absorbing history, science, and philosophy.
Riddles were my favorite. Each solved puzzle was a victory, each unlocked secret a thrilling discovery.
One humid afternoon, Evelyn found herself in her town's dusty library. The air was thick with the scent of aging paper and forgotten stories. She wandered through the stacks, her fingers trailing the spines of countless volumes. Evelyn was searching for a challenge, something to truly test her intellect. Little did she know she was about to find much more than she bargained for. Deep in the library's forgotten section, Evelyn stumbled upon a hidden alcove. The air was thick with the scent of old parchment and the faint whisper of secrets long buried. She had been searching for hours, her curiosity driving her deeper into the labyrinth of shelves and dusty tomes. Covered in cobwebs and dust, it held a solitary chest. It was ornate, crafted of dark wood and silver, engraved with strange symbols that seemed to hum with an unseen energy. The chest seemed to call to her, its presence almost magnetic. She could feel the weight of history pressing down on her as she approached it. Evelyn's breath caught in her throat. She sensed this was no ordinary find. The chest seemed to pulse with a life of its own, as if it had been waiting for her all these years. She hesitated for a moment, her mind racing with possibilities.
With trembling hands, I lifted the heavy lid. Inside, nestled on faded velvet, lay a book unlike any I had ever seen. The cover was worn, yet it exuded an aura of mystery and power. I could feel the energy emanating from it, a silent promise of knowledge and secrets. Its pages were thin as parchment, the script elegant and unfamiliar. Each letter seemed to dance on the page, shimmering with a light that was both mesmerizing and otherworldly. I could barely contain my excitement as I carefully turned the pages, each one revealing more of the book's enigmatic contents.
As her fingers brushed against the cover, a jolt of energy surged through her. It was as if the book recognized her touch, awakening from a long slumber. The sensation was both exhilarating and terrifying, a reminder of the power that lay within those fragile pages. The air crackled with power. The book, it seemed, was more than just a collection of pages. It was alive. It pulsed with a rhythm that matched her own heartbeat, a living entity bound in leather and ink. Evelyn knew that this discovery would change everything. The whispers from the past had found their voice, and they were ready to be heard. Evelyn spent days deciphering the strange script. It was a language older than time, filled with riddles and complex equations. The book, she learned, was called the Codex of Wisdom. It was a repository of knowledge, a compilation of wisdom from the most brilliant minds humanity had ever known.
But the Codex wasn't just a passive record. It interacted with me, challenging me, testing my understanding.
As Evelyn delved deeper, the Codex revealed its secrets. It spoke of forgotten civilizations, of scientific breakthroughs far beyond anything modern science could imagine. It hinted at the universe's deepest mysteries, the very fabric of reality. Evelyn was enthralled. The Codex was a key to unlocking the universe's greatest secrets, and she was chosen to wield it. Evelyn's life revolved around the Codex. She spent every waking moment deciphering its riddles, her mind alight with new knowledge. She excelled in her studies, her insights astounding her teachers. Yet with each passing day, Evelyn became more distant, her focus solely on the Codex and its secrets. I missed our late-night talks, our shared laughter. I saw the spark in Evelyn's eyes, the thrill of discovery, but I also saw a growing darkness, a hunger for knowledge that seemed to consume her. He tried to warn her, to remind her of the world outside the Codex, but Evelyn wouldn't listen. She was too captivated by the secrets she held in her hands. One day, Professor Hale, Evelyn's history teacher and mentor, noticed her obsession with the Codex. It wasn't just a passing interest, it was a fervent dedication that consumed her every waking moment. He saw the ancient script she was transcribing, the complex diagrams she was sketching. Each line, each symbol seemed to draw her deeper into a world long forgotten. His face creased with concern. He had seen this before, the allure of ancient knowledge, the seductive pull of secrets buried in time.
Evelyn, I recognize this language, these symbols. They are not just random markings, they hold power, a power that has been whispered about for centuries. They are from the legends of the Codex. Stories passed down through generations speak of its ability to unlock the deepest mysteries of the universe. There are whispers of its power and the dangers it poses. Many have sought it, but few have understood the true cost of its knowledge.
Professor Hale placed a reassuring hand on Evelyn's shoulder. He could see the conflict in her eyes, the battle between curiosity and caution. Evelyn looked up from the codex, her eyes filled with a mixture of defiance and fear. She wanted to understand, to uncover the secrets that had eluded so many before her.
Evelyn, you must be careful. The codex has a seductive allure. It promises knowledge, but it can also lead to madness. It can twist even the brightest minds. Those who have delved too deeply into its pages have often lost themselves, their sanity slipping away like sand through fingers. Its creators were a powerful civilization, but their relentless pursuit of knowledge led to their downfall. They reached too far, and in their hubris they were consumed by the very secrets they sought to control. Please remember the value of human connection and the dangers of unchecked ambition. The Codex is a tool, but it is also a test. It challenges not just the mind, but the soul.
Professor Hale's words hung in the air, heavy with the weight of ancient warnings and timeless truths. He hoped that Evelyn would heed his advice, that she would find a balance between her thirst for knowledge and the wisdom to know when to step back. Evelyn sat in silence, contemplating his words. She knew the path ahead was fraught with peril, but she also felt a burning desire to uncover the mysteries of the Codex. The shadows of doubt lingered, but so did the spark of determination. As she closed the ancient book, she made a silent promise to herself. She would proceed with caution, but she would not be deterred. The journey was just beginning, and she was ready to face whatever lay ahead. The sun set over the ancient ruins, casting long shadows that seemed to whisper of the past. Evelyn knew that the answers she sought were out there, waiting to be discovered. And with Professor Hale's guidance, she felt a renewed sense of purpose and resolve. Section 6. The Weight of Wisdom.
I brushed aside Professor Hale's warnings. I was so close to unlocking the Codex's ultimate secret, a formula that could solve humanity's greatest challenges. But the deeper I delved, the more it tested me. It presented moral dilemmas, impossible choices that challenged my very core. The Codex demanded sacrifice. It hinted at a final test, a choice I would have to make. I could choose to prioritize my pursuit of knowledge, to unlock the Codex's full potential, but at a terrible cost. I would have to sacrifice my bond with Max, my closest friend, my confidant.
Section 7. A Choice to Make. The final challenge arrived on a stormy night. The library was cloaked in darkness, the only light emanating from the Codex's glowing pages. The air crackled with energy. Evelyn stood before the open book, her heart pounding in her chest. The Codex presented her with a vision: Max, trapped in a burning building, his life hanging by a thread.
Choose the Codex, Evelyn. Abandon Max and I promise you ultimate knowledge, the power to reshape the world.
Evelyn's mind raced. She craved the knowledge the Codex offered, the power it promised. But the thought of sacrificing Max, her oldest friend, was unbearable. Section 8. The Heart's True Measure. Evelyn made her choice. With tears streaming down her face, she slammed the Codex shut. The library plunged into darkness. The storm raged outside, mirroring the turmoil within her. But even as she rushed to save Max, a profound realization washed over her. The Codex, in its own way, had taught her the most valuable lesson of all.
True wisdom isn't just about knowledge and power. It's about compassion, about human connection, about choosing love and friendship over personal gain. The Codex awakened a thirst for knowledge within me, but it was my own heart that guided me to the right path.
Section 9. A Promise for Tomorrow. This chapter marks a pivotal moment in Evelyn's journey, a moment where the past and future collide, and choices made today shape the destiny of tomorrow. Evelyn found Max and pulled him from the burning building. The flames roared around them, but her determination was unwavering. Safe in his arms, she knew she had made the right choice. The bond they shared was unbreakable, forged in the fires of adversity and strengthened by their mutual trust. The Codex was powerful, yes, but it was a tool, and like any tool, it could be used for good or evil. Evelyn understood this deeply. She had seen the devastation it could cause in the wrong hands, but she also saw the potential for immense good. The Codex was a beacon of hope, a source of knowledge that could illuminate the darkest paths.
I vow to use my newfound knowledge wisely, to honor the sacrifices of those who came before me. This vow was not just words, it was a commitment to a higher purpose, a promise to protect and nurture the wisdom she had gained. Evelyn felt the weight of this responsibility, but she also felt a sense of empowerment.
The Codex of Wisdom was no longer a burden, but a gift, a responsibility entrusted to her. It was a symbol of her journey, a testament to her courage and resilience. She felt a profound sense of relief, knowing that she was not alone in this journey. The Codex was a guide, a companion that would help her navigate the challenges ahead. Evelyn, you did it. You made the right choice. These words echoed in her mind, a validation of her actions and decisions. The joy and relief in the eyes of her friends were the greatest reward she could have asked for. They had faced the darkness together, and now they stood in the light, stronger and more united than ever. Evelyn knew her journey was far from over, but she was ready to face the future, armed with the wisdom of ages and the love for her friend as her guiding star. The rising sun symbolized a new beginning, a promise for tomorrow. With the Codex in her hands and her friends by her side, she felt an unshakable confidence. The path ahead was uncertain, but she was prepared to walk it step by step with hope and determination.